Good morning and happy new week. I'm here again with Farah Makhlouf, of course, and we have a lot of news for you. So let's start with the headlines. Dubai Mall owner honors employees' further dedication.
And a Dubai-based influencer, Narin, reveals she has been battling a mystery illness.
As well, Dubai police captured drivers overtaking illegally.
A Dubai mother was so pleased that her baby's medication was delivered in 13 minutes at 3 a.m.
It's 318 days since the genocide began on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 40,074. The number of injured people is 92,537. And as well, 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
Now we're just going to talk a little bit about the weather today. In Dubai, the weather is sunny with current temperatures reaching 35 degrees Celsius and humidity spiking to 56%. The clear skies are expected to continue throughout the day, making it a perfect time for outdoor activities.
So before we start with our news for today, we were thinking, and I saw a study on Instagram that says sitting around your boss makes you not as productive. What do you think of that?
That's an interesting concept. You would think you would be more productive if you have your boss sitting right there next to you, because you're like, oh, I have to look like I'm working.
You're working.
And I have to actually be working because like their eyes are on you. So you'd think that might make you more productive. But what did the study say? Well,
actually, the study says that if you're sitting around your boss, you are probably micromanaging yourself, because you are going to be like, okay, fine, I'm sitting around my boss. What if my boss is going to be judging me? Let me like be perfect. And then you start to like get into your head a lot. And when you get into your head, you you lack focus.
Yeah.
You know
I understand.
I mean? Actually, yes, you will for sure lack focus, and you're going to be like, oh my God, what if they're judging me? What if I need to do something? And you will be too hard on yourself. Don't you agree?
Now that I think about it a little bit, I kind of do agree. Yeah. I see how that could like put you in a little bit of a stressful situation, and it makes your work environment a little bit more stressful than it needs to be. So then you're probably not going to work as efficiently. But I mean, it's really interesting. So, I mean, I guess if you have like a way, you should take it where you can just sit slightly away or slightly out of like, you know, the eyesight.
The thing is, because like as well, I remember when I was like younger, I'm going to compare this to having an exam done. Okay. Right? And you have like this exam sheet of paper and you're solving it, and you are not doing anything wrong. You're solving, you're writing your answers. However, of course, the teacher who is there to monitor the exam, I would say, area, and the students as well, when she comes on top of your head, and she's looking at your exam paper, the first thing that you think, oh my God, am I doing something wrong? Are my answers wrong? Maybe she is judging me, thinking, oh my God, how can she not know the answer? I taught her that. And that's the same concept with teachers, with bosses or working around the boss. Because then you're thinking like, what if like I just want to go and take a 5-minute break and grab coffee? Is she going to think I'm lazy? Or is he going to think I'm lazy? What if I am like, what if it's, let's say, like an employee who can talk and work at the same time, and that's how they do it.
Of course, yeah, you can multitask.
Literally, some people, by the way, can work better when they are multitasking and doing several things at once.
That's true.
I'm actually that, like, I would like to say that I am as well that kind of like a person. I like to multitask while I'm work. Like, I like to work and as well like have like people around me and talk. It makes me, I would say, I don't know, it gets me more into my creative, I would say, space. So sitting around like your boss, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I can't do this. I can't talk. I can't do anything, because then my boss is going to be thinking I'm not doing the work.
That's true, yeah. It'll make you more nervous, and then who knows, like your output at work might not, like, it might hinder a little bit.
Exactly.
Might take a hit.
100%. And as well, let me tell you that the funniest thing is that it's like, you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm doing the work, but what if I have a question? Do I ask my boss, or is he or she going to think that I don't know the work?
Yeah.
But when you're around your friends, and you, not your friends, like friends,
colleagues,
you know, you're going to be like, okay, you know, if I ask my colleague, then they will answer you, you know, like in a very simple, easy manner, and it's all going to be like, oh man.
Yeah. So, moral of the story: if you have a boss that hovers, reconsider that situation. Maybe try to find a different desk.
Situation. Yeah, as Farah mentioned, you know, try to find a different desk. If it bothers you, of course, if it bothers you. You know, some people do. Some people, you know, don't really get bothered sitting around their bosses. Some people do, but you never know. Anyways, you guys, let's jump to our first story of the day. So, Dubai Mall honors employees for their dedication. In a heartwarming gesture, the owner of Dubai Mall, a prominent Emirati businessman, Muhammad Ali Al-Abbar, recently took a moment to recognize his dedicated employees. Al-Abbar shared a delightful photo with his staff on social media, captioning it, "The greatest people are looking after you in Dubai Mall."
As the founder of Amar Properties, Al-Abbar has played a pivotal role in shaping Dubai's landscape, and he emphasizes that the success of Dubai Mall is a direct result of the hard work and commitment of his team.
Well, this recognition serves a reminder of the essential role employees play in creating memorable experiences for visitors. I would like to say that I love how Muhammad Al-Abbar actually recognized all of the employees at Dubai Mall, because yes, Dubai Mall is created, but Dubai Mall wouldn't be Dubai Mall without the people working at
100%. Sometimes it's not sometimes, it's always. It's the people that work in a specific business that really make the business thrive. Of course, it's very important that the business exists as a whole, Dubai Mall exists and all of that, but the people that make it run smoothly and give you the great experience that you get when you visit, it comes down to the employees that they have. And the tweet was honestly so cute when I saw it.
It is.
That's so sweet. He took a picture with the two employees, and he was like, you know, they're the reason, and like he's very like grateful for their hard work.
I agree, and as well the fact that he actually did recognize that maybe gives the employees more dedication to work even harder and better, because there's nothing better, like no matter what, even if you guys work a lot and you guys know that you're good at your job, but you know, just like a bit of recognition from your boss or your manager is, I would say it makes you feel really good on the inside, and makes you feel like you have been doing the work correctly and you are doing okay, because we all at some point doubt ourselves.
It's motivating.
It is.
It's really motivating when you have like your boss or the CEO. Like, imagine if you're working at the mall and obviously the founder of the mall and Amar Properties himself comes to you and tells you like, you're doing a great job. Of course, that's going to motivate you. It's going to put like something in your spirit where you want to work even harder now.
That is true.
That's really sweet. And it's really 100%. Smart of him to think of doing that. And it really sets the example for other business owners.
I agree with you, because you know what? A lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, like some business owners, they create their business and then they do hire the people, but then they just like leave it, like they just like let it be, you know. However, with Muhammad Al-Abbar, when he recognized his employees that are working at Dubai Mall, all of them as a collective, I would say this is very smart, because he is aware of people who are working, people who actually helped create the one and the only Dubai Mall.
I agree. That's really sweet.
Well, let's jump to our next story.
Yeah, so Dubai-based influencer Narin revealed she's been battling a mystery illness. So Narin took to her Instagram stories to answer her fans' questions related to her health struggles. She said she's been suffering with symptoms for months, but tests were coming back inconclusive until she met with a neurologist. The MRI scan detected white spots, which are known as lesions, for people with multiple sclerosis, which is called MS. However, she was not officially diagnosed. So at the moment, she'll continue with regular follow-ups, but will not be receiving treatment. She told her fans not to judge people based on their social media presence, showing a series of Instagram versus reality photos.
She thanked her fans for their support in her latest post, where she revealed her health battles, and she is very much in high hopes. She also advised her followers that if they feel like something is wrong, they just should trust their gut and go seek help. Let me tell you that I happen to know someone who is battling multiple sclerosis, and the moment I saw the picture of her lesions, I felt a lot of, I would say, support to her.
You knew what that was.
I know what that was, because I know what that is, because multiple sclerosis, people think that, you know what, oh, you look fine. You're smiling, you're talking, you're dancing, you're happy. Then they think that, you know what, there's nothing. But there is, because like people do not know what MS is like unless they actually do have, because it's inside, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I all the time do say that, you know what, MS shouldn't be like, I don't know, very visible on you. It's happening inside, and the lesions that as the lesions happen, MS patients do feel them.
It's very, very unfortunate that you know, she's going through this right now, and it's very, very brave of her to even share this with her followers, because it's not very easy to you know, have such a big social media presence and at the same time go like, I'm sorry I haven't been posting for a while, but I've been battling this mystery illness and I finally have an answer, and now I know what's wrong with me. Because she wasn't able to figure this out for months. Like, doctors would constantly give her tests and they would all come back like inconclusive. She wouldn't know what she has until she finally met with the neurologist, who told her, you know, that scan indicates that you might have MS. They wouldn't officially diagnose her because it needs some time.
The diagnosis is very hard.
To diagnose it, it needs some time. So,
it is, yeah.
Like, I mean, all we can do is just wish her the best and hope that she like recovers, or, you know, starts to feel a little bit better soon. 100%.
And by the way, as well, you guys, like MS, the medication that she even mentioned that, I think, in her posts on her Snapchat stories, because she was answering. She had like a quick, short Q&A session. She did say that the medication that she will take is not there to get rid of the disease, because, you know, MS is not something that can be wiped out. However, it's there to, I would say, like, have the lesions be inactive, because when a lesion is active, that's when patients with MS do have like attacks. Hope not. I wish her all the best. And like the worst cases, MS can cause, I would say, a lot, like blindness. It can cause like, I don't want to talk a lot about it, but it can cause
it would have its own set of side effects, basically.
Yes, 100%. But we wish her, of course, a speed recovery.
Yeah.
So let's jump to our next story. Dubai police captured drivers overtaking illegally in a recent crackdown on traffic violations. Dubai police have captured several drivers illegally overtaking on the hard shoulder of the roads. Now, this dangerous practice not only endangers lives, but also comes with serious penalties.
Overtaking on the hard shoulder is illegal and can result in a hefty fine of 1,000 dirhams and the accumulation of 6 black points on the driver's license. Authorities are emphasizing the importance of adhering to traffic regulations to ensure safety on the roads.
As the police continue to enforce these laws, drivers are reminded to stay vigilant and drive responsibly. Following traffic regulations is essential for the safety of all road users. So the thing is, when there is a lot of traffic, it's very easy to look at the yellow line and be like, oh, you know what?
That's free.
No, please, let me go there. No,
but little do you know, Dubai police have cameras everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
And you're likely to get caught doing something like this. Like, who would have thought? Like, you might be like looking on the road and you don't see any cameras, but You would be surprised.
No, you never know. And as well, for example, like I had a friend who went through, who did the overtake using the yellow line. And the moment like he passed, he saw the police car waiting, and he as well witnessed the police car taking a picture of the driver's license, and he was like, oh well, I just got a fine. And then later on, he received a message of like a fine, and he's like, yay, ouch, amazing.
That must hurt.
Amazing.
Guys, you know that line is there for a reason. It is not for people to overtake. Like, you know this. We've been through this at like the driving schools in Dubai. We failed a lot of these classes, but the most essential thing you got to know is that that lane is for emergency use. Yes. You should not be using it to overtake or to get through traffic, because that's a very like reckless way of driving.
Agreed. Well, let's take a short break with a fun fact for today. Did you guys know that Lovin is based in 22 cities? Yes, you guys, 22 cities. Now, this surprises even me. We have a team of local journalists around the region bringing you the best positive stories and Bitsie's news.
Get to know your region. You can find them on social, in daily newsletter, in podcasts, or on our app. Find them wherever you get your news.
So, honestly, I would say that it's amazing. I wouldn't miss on this chance. But let's jump to our next story.
Yeah, so a Dubai mother was so pleased that her baby's medication was delivered in 13 minutes at 3 a.m. A woman posted on her Instagram stories yesterday a sincere message praising Noon for its prompt delivery in the middle of the night. She said her baby was coming down with a fever and she urgently needed a fever patch. In 13 minutes, it was delivered right to her doorstep. And she said, quote, "You don't get this kind of privilege anywhere in the world," end quote.
Well, she also expressed her gratitude for the UAE, saying that it spoils its residents. She said, "Everything is minutes away, not a single day where we feel unsafe. It's spick and span. The trash is always picked. We don't walk down the streets holding our hearts in our mouth. Never had to put a lock on our wallets and bags," which is true.
She went on to thank the leaders of the country for providing such a safe environment for residents.
I honestly agree with her. It's amazing how if you need something, it's just like minutes away.
Yeah.
Which is literally like the best thing ever. And it's not only about like the best thing ever, but the fact that we are, Masa has mentioned, our producer, before, that we are living in a bubble of safety, a bubble of everything's provided for us. We are literally spoiled, whether you're a citizen, whether you're a resident, or even a tourist. We all have rights, and the rights just like, you know, it applies to everyone, and that's why like the laws and the rules are there.
And you honestly like, you might take these things for granted, especially if you come from a country that doesn't provide these kinds of like facilities, and in that like time span, like Dubai is very, very quick. But people were also saying in the comments, like, this is the norm. Like we've always had that. This is something that we experience all the time. But imagine you're in an emergency situation where your baby needs to get like fever medication, because obviously fevers for babies is a no-no. So imagine you're in that, situation. It's 3 a.m. You can't like leave your house and try to find a pharmacy that's open 24/7. A quick phone, no one used the phone. But a quick few like snaps on the button of the Noon app, and you'll have your stuff delivered to you with less than 15 minutes.
That's true.
It's amazing.
100%. And as well, like people, they go like, as you said, like, oh yeah, this is the norm. But no one will understand that this is actually an amazing gift that we all as residents, and as well for citizens and for everyone really have, unless they go and live somewhere else. And that's why I all the time say whoever lives outside of the UAE, and specifically Dubai, will only understand its worth and after they move. I have a cousin who lives in London now, and she used to like actually live back here in Dubai, and now she tells me things like, Farah, you know what? I actually miss Dubai, and there's nothing like Dubai. Nothing. Yeah. And I mean, she says that like regarding like safety, regarding theft, and the list goes on and on. She tells me like she even has like on her phone this weird cover where she can keep it attached to her hand.
Yeah. It's like a band kind of thing.
Exactly. Just like in case, because apparently in London they can like just like take your phone and go. I'm like, what do you mean they can take your phone and go? And she's like, yeah, they can do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of the situation in a lot of other countries, but Dubai and the UAE in general provides such a safety environment. Abu Dhabi ranked as the first, as the safest city, I think in the region, or was it in the world? I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But Dubai ranked 5th, and a lot of UAE cities were also ranked among the top 5. So it's very, very impressive that we could say that we live in a city that is extremely, extremely safe. And you have everything literally at a touch of a button. It's really not that far away to get whatever you need, straight to your doorstep.
Exactly. And in this situation, when you are a mother and your baby got sick, you kind of get into panic mode and you don't know what to do and you need medicine and no one was there to help.
Yeah.
In minutes. I mean, how amazing is that?
That feature, by the way, is so genius. I only found out about it when I moved back in January.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was revolutionary.
It is. I can imagine, honestly. How amazing it would be to want to get something and get it in minutes. No matter what it is. Even if it's something is a guilty pleasure.
This is not a sponsored segment. We're just fans. We're just fans.
I mean, I'm a fan of Dubai. I all the time say that because my sister goes oh yeah, you know what? I want to move out of Dubai. I want to do that. I'm like, Marah. Her name is Marah. I'm like, Marah, if you ever move out of Dubai, you would regret it for life. Because nothing. We are spoiled. We have everything. We have rights. We have services. We have entertainment. We have everything. Everything.
As long as you just don't take it for granted.
Exactly.
Because I've been there, done that. And now I can't say I've ever felt more grateful.
Well, you guys, so it's 8:50, which brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you.
Don't forget, tune in tomorrow, same time, same place.
Bye.